So now to the second match from Krizzie versus Loobinex, and it's a multiplayer one, so another classic in this tournament. It seems quite balanced, but if both players know the map and the neutral creatures on the corners, then yeah, otherwise one player will just dominate. And we see Krizzie will go for dragons quite early, but doesn't have a portal yet. That's quite a classic for him. And Loobinex just pre-digging some rooms here, straight going for those gems, and yeah, just focusing on the gems, and it doesn't bother too much with a layer yet, so he just got a fly here. And Krizzie needs a layer for him to get the dragon. And he activated Obey quite early. That means he wasted a little bit of gold just for those imps to mine a little bit faster, which in my opinion in early game isn't worth it, but it's debatable, to be honest. And yeah, both players playing quite chill, both players getting a fly first. Luby just got a second or third creature, I'm not sure. But he will place out a hatchery, got a beetle, and should be able to get a ball demon. But Krizzie got a huge fucking layer right there, which means that's a dragon for him. And Luby now got the ball demon, which means he should train it right now. But those are more occupied with their attention. Oh, Loobinex is going for the middle. I think he wants to place a vault right there. And now we see a training room. Training and trash, and no, he's training all his units. I guess he's just training them to level 2 so he gets the efficiency boost and then puts them in the library. Meanwhile, Krizzie focusing more on where he wants to have his rooms, but also reinforcing his walls, which is actually really good. Now placing down a library, which means he will get decent research. He has 3 beetles, which is kind of his fault by, yeah, not having any other rooms, but he should get a dragon. If I'm not mistaken, there should be dragon on multiplayer 1. Yeah, there should be dragons. He is just goddamn unlucky. And Luby got 1 dragon, 2 demon spawns, which is... The dragon is nice, those demon spawns are useless. That spider is as well quite nice, so he can get a mistress for sure. So... And Krizzie is now also getting a ball demon here. Slowly going forward to get his gems. Now finally getting a dragon, but all his creatures are at level 1, which is quite bad. Oh, he's reinforcing the front, so he really wants to play secure. Don't want to rush anything, even though it's far too late for getting rushed. But still wanting to protect his dungeon. Now going for some research, I hope for the warlock and the dragon, but no, he just plays a training room. Don't know what he will train with. Okay, he will train his dragon, which is quite good. Loobinex, meanwhile, is training his entire army and researching with a level 1 dragon, if I'm not mistaken here. Just got the neutral wizard, so he will have a good army. His yeah, trash mobs on the low level, which isn't too bad. And now getting those artifacts at the corner. Krizzie now scouting if Loobinex rushed this area, but he isn't that sure if he really wants to open this one up. But it seems like he just wants to mine gold. Scouting, and he sees the creatures here. on his side are still there, so he goes for it, which, to be honest, would be dumb if he wouldn't. Even though if Loobinex is manning towards it and attacking, but he might feel quite insecure because he lacks such in firepower, just a level 1 Bile Demon and a level 2 Dragon. So Loobinex is trying to steal those units, and he does now know that Krizzie is moving towards this area, and yeah, Loobinex in the meantime is training his Warlocks and Bile Demons, which is a really good call, because when Krizzie is at the door of those neutral creatures, Loobinex can go there and pretty much kill off Krizzie's creatures. But Luby isn't that occupied with mining towards this area, now increasing the layer, which is really nice. And now also setting the vault here, just so he has a pre-deck room there to potentially get more or a more secured space if Krizzie wants to get closer to his dungeon. It's always good to have multiple pre-deck 5x5 rooms in Dungeon Keeper, just if you have to evacuate from there. And Luby just mined through here. I hope he's possessing that imp and quickly going forward or speeded up. No, he's focusing more on mining and researching rather than on the aggression, which is okay, to be honest. But Krizzie is quite distracted here, don't know what he wants to do here, but it's a mistake that he doesn't try to climb those dirt tiles. We also just saw that Luby got his samurai and also were paying his dragon, so he can skip pretty much payday there. And oh, Krizzie just reinforced most of those walls near this area. Meanwhile, Luby is just walking around, which is the right call. He's actually going with in possession there, and seeing that most of those walls are reinforced already. Okay, he now goes in. I think he's going for a scout. Yeah, there's just a level 4 dragon and 2 level 2 dragons, which isn't much of a threat here. Now Luby sees it all, also confirms confirmed where he can and can't go in, and the Bile Demon finished this imp scout off. So Luby didn't got that much of a good scout off here, but a good enough scout to see that Krizzie is reinforcing his walls quite well. But if Luby isn't on the offensive here, Krizzie will have a free wizard and samurai, as well as that low up artifact. Meanwhile, that fly will just die, and Luby, yeah, I think he wants to secure this fly, but the flies are useless at this stage. Okay, we have some engagement at least, but both players playing very conservatively, not committing any units to claim this ground here. But there's a level 4 spider, which scares off Loobinex, and Krizzie has now more time to train his creatures, which is the right call. He should really focus on training quite quickly. Though if Loobinex decides to attack from the left hand side, he's pretty much open because there are no reinforced walls. And Luby also knows that there is an opening on the right hand side, but almost all tiles are reinforced, and still those corridors are scary, because you can just have a Bile Demon here, and that Bile Demon can prevent everything from breaching through. And we see almost all walls from Krizzie are reinforced now on the right hand side. So he has his samurai secured and the last artifact here. Loobinex on the other side is now going towards the left side, trying to get the portal, and most likely also going to attack on the left hand side. But always good to see that he has an eye on his training room, training his creatures. He should smack them a little bit more often in my opinion, but it's good enough when you just use speed on them. Okay, a small desync, but everything is fine. I really like that Luby has two 5x5 rooms pre-deck and now reinforcing those training room walls. Oh, he's also smacking those creatures now and speeding them up. Krizzie is undecided on if he wants to go there or not. I think he doesn't want to go there because he just heard Loobinex mining here. I'm not sure what scared him off, but it sounded like it. And there we have some some projectile dodge by Loobinex. That healing on those warlocks is really nice, and I think Loobinex should just cast. Oh, he now sees a level 5 samurai, which should tell him that Krizzie's army is scary in a few minutes. Right now it isn't, but at the point where he gets in a scary position, it's too late. That samurai will be at level 6. And that Bar Demon, I think, is also level 6. So we have some encounter at the corridors. Corridors are pretty deadly for both people. I really like that he tries to kill those imps, but I feel like they're a little bit too slow. He wants to get him invisible. Oh, wait, what? Why doesn't he drop a single imp now? Oh, wow, that samurai pretty much insta-killed that wizard, and we see some some sword here. Yeah, samurais are really strong, and that's why you need a mistress, a samurai, or Honi at late game. They can pretty much demolish those class cannons. Those not warlocks, but wizards have a reflection, which can help against that lightning strike, but not against those melee attacks from the samurai. But yeah, wizards on level 4 is no match against the level 6 samurai. And that's kind of risky. I don't think wizard has protection at level 5. Not sure about that. I'm not too experienced with hero units. And we see Krizzie now strafing towards Loobinex extension within possession. Oh, that animation looks the same like those imps. That's kind of interesting, to be honest. Oh, it's actually the same. I've seen it on... Why don't you cast lightning here? That doesn't make any sense. Why do you remove your strongest unit when you're so deep into his dungeon? He wasted a bunch of time with not training his samurai. Which is scaring him. He has no invisibility spell, and he didn't even use the lightning for that what he's the best for. Yeah, whatever. But we saw that Luby sacrificed a ton of imps there, and still does, to get really cheap imps, and that might help him for the offensive. And Krizzie now getting an arena to attract orbs. I really don't like that. He could get more mistresses like Luby tries to with his huge prison. Okay, I think he tries to approach this corridor a little bit yeah, with more angles. But he also noticed that he is really secure inside the middle and mining some more at the gems. But oh no, he's also mining the gems on the right hand side, really accumulating a ton of gold here. He will have a really strong army, and Krizzie defending his area with cave-in here. I don't know if it works on imps. Oh, he's now sacrificing his beetle and spider for mistress. So that will be a level 6 or 7. It will be a level 7 mistress. Well done here. So we have a contender for the samurai. I think a samurai is still stronger, but that level 7 mistress will melt those imps. And when Luby gets that level up artifact, that mistress will be quite a force to be reckoned with. And Krizzie now tries to focus more on research to, I assume, get some late game spells. Oh wow, nice. He got so many beetles and he trained them, so he now gets level 5 mistresses and level 6 mistresses. That's really good for him. And really tries to kill his Krizzie's net dragons, but they're just too tanky. You can't really kill dragons with lightning unless they're pretty bruised. And then they can just heal up like... Oh, we see also an engagement in the middle. And was that a samurai drop? No, I think just imps. No, there was a samurai drop from... no, not Luby, from Krizzie here. A bunch of imps are dying in the middle, but near the graveyard. Oh, Luby is now approaching the dungeon heart. That was quite odd. The fight is near the dungeon heart and near the middle. Both now decided that they should fight in the middle. Krizzie now dropping his level 8 samurai, and Luby's pretty much playing most of his own workers here, but it isn't too bad because he will just get vampires out of those cheap imps he gets. Luby is also approaching closer towards his opponent's dungeon heart, which he pretty much can just drop, and now selling the library. So if Krizzie doesn't pay attention to his dungeon, okay, it's GG. His samurai died and he just killed a level 8 bar demon, which isn't worth letting your samurai getting killed there. We have a Baal versus Baal match, which no one will win, just everyone else will lose. Like we see that dragon and that mistress, that level 7 mistress will die as well. Oh, Loobinex not paying too much attention, and level 1 mistress just went away, and Loobinex is spamming that lightning spell on those mistress. That level 8 mistress almost completely gone, and those warlocks are also gone with that lightning. Loobinex just got so much gold that he can just burn through. Doesn't matter at all. And Krizzie quite desperate and trying in possession to kill some creatures here. That's pretty much it. That but god damn it, fucking English. Bloodbath here. Both players got so many kills on their creatures. But it seems like Luby is still winning because Krizzie is losing his level 7 dragon. Oh no, he managed to let him live. Does he go for the drop micro? He tried to, but Luby already there with the lightning, and now trying to get rid of all those dead bodies in his graveyard. But now his level 7 dragon will die. And that's pretty much GG. That level 9 Baal Demon is just too tanky for that level 7 dragon. And yeah, Loobinex just having the better units. He even has a samurai back in his dungeon Okay, Krizzie just calling GG again, and Luby now converting most of those creatures. If his Dungeon Heart will survive, we see a level 10 Samurai, so yeah, that's GG. I guess Krizzie will tap out anytime soon, and we saw some conversion, and GG getting called.